Hello viewers, welcome to ICSE Board Class 10 Biology. We are with textbook question answers for the chapter 8. So in the previous episode we have studied only about the objectives and certain question answers which were not having any figure, or there were no figurative questions, but in this episode we are going to work out with the figurative questions, or you can say structured questions. This is episode question bank 8.2 and we are with the structured question E. Question number 1. The diagram given below represents the following. Sorry, let me revise the question because I was with something else. Okay, anyway, the diagram given below represents the human heart in one phase of its functional activities. Study the same and answer the questions that follows. Question number 1. Name the phase. Label 1, 2, 3. Which part of the heart is contracting and give the reason to support your answer, and draw the well-labeled diagram of 1 and 2 with the structural difference between them. So question number 1, name the phase. So if you see it clearly, then the upper part of the heart, there are four chambers: chamber 1, chamber 2, chamber 3 and chamber 4. So there are 4 chambers, and in that 1 and 3 chambers are contracting. How do you come to know? Because the valves are open. You can see that black arrow there, both of them are open and the blood is flowing from upper part to the lower part. That means auricles to ventricles. So that means it is an auricular systole. Label 1, 2, 3. One is pulmonary artery because it is arising from the pulmonary trunk from the right ventricle. Number 2 is superior vena cava, and number 3 is aorta. Question number 3. Which part of the heart is contracting? So auricular systole is contracting. That means auricles are contracting. And how do you know? Because AV valves are open and the blood is flowing from auricles to ventricles. Along with that, you can see here semilunar valves. This part and this part, both of them are having closed semilunar valves. Draw the well-labeled diagram of 1 and 2. So 1 was artery and 2 was vena cava. So veins, so artery and veins, I have drawn the diagram, but I have not mentioned the structural difference. Structural difference you can see very easily. You see the tunica media, number 3 here. So number 3, this one is thick. So artery has thick and veins have thin tunica media. See the lumen is narrow, and here the lumen is broad. So these are the structural difference between the artery and vein. Let us move on to question number 2. The diagram given below represents the circulation in the human body, and answer the following questions. Name the blood vessels, that is 1, 3, 6 and 7. Name the blood vessel that supplies the walls of heart with oxygen. Draw the neat label diagram of 2 as shown in the cross section. Mention one structural difference between 4 and 5. Okay, so here we have to first of all label 1, 3, 6 and 7. So number 1, if you see number 1, that means it is coming from the lungs. So if it is coming from the lungs and entering into the heart, it is pulmonary vein. Number 3, it is between small intestine and liver. That means it is hepatic portal vein. Number 6, it is coming out from the liver. That is hepatic vein. And number 7, it is running from the lower part and it is entering into the heart. That will be inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava is coming from the upper part of the heart, and inferior vena cava is coming from the lower part of the heart. So it shows lower part. How do you know that it is a lower part? Because it is with the liver and kidney. Liver and kidney both are at the lower part. So that means it is an inferior vena cava. Number 2, name the blood vessel that supplies walls of the heart with oxygen. Coronary artery. Draw the neat label diagram of the blood vessel number 2. So if you see the number 2, it is aorta, or you can say artery. So I have just shown the diagram with the label tunica interna, number 1, lumen number 2, tunica externa, that is number 3, and tunica media, that is number 4. Difference between 4 and 5. Fourth one is artery, that is entering the kidney, that is renal artery, and fifth one is coming out of the kidney, that is renal vein. I have not mentioned here the name because they are not asking the name, they are asking the structural difference. So tunica media is thick and lumen is narrow, and tunica media is thin and lumen is broad. Let us move on to the question number 6. The diagram given below shows the cross section of two kinds of blood vessels and answer the following questions. Identify the blood vessel A and B and give a reason to support your answer. Name the parts number 1 and 2. When are the sounds lub and dub produced during the heartbeat? And name the blood vessels that begins and ends with capillaries and supply blood to walls of the heart. So first one, A is artery and B is vein. How do you know? Because tunica media is thick and lumen is narrow, and in that one tunica media is thin and lumen is broad. Name the part 1 and 2. 1 is tunica interna, that is 1 is tunica interna and 2 is is lumen. When does the lub sound is heard? When AV valve closes. When does the dub sound is heard? When semilunar valve closes. Name the blood vessel that begins and ends with capillary, that is portal vein, or you can say hepatic portal vein. Here I have given the example, that is hepatic portal vein or begins. Supplies blood to the walls of the heart, that is coronary artery. Okay, let us move on to question number 4. It is same as that of question number 3. So question number 4, identify the blood vessels ABC, label the part 1, 2, 3, name the types of blood that is flowing through A, mention the structural difference between A and B, and which above vessel does the exchange of gases actually takes place. So A, B, C. A is artery. How do you know? Because lumen is narrow. B is vein. How do you know? Because lumen is broad. And this is one cell thick, so it is capillary. Number 1 is tunica externa, 2 is lumen, and 3 is tunica media. Which sort of blood flows through the A? It is oxygenated blood. Difference between artery and vein, so many times the question has been asked. And C is the capillary, from where the exchange of gases takes place, because it is one cell thick, and one cell thick is nothing but endothelial. Let us move on to question number 5. It is the same as the question number, if you see question number 2, I think the question number, this question was asked here, question number 2 and question number 5 both are similar. So question number 5, here, name the blood vessel 1 and 2, state the function of blood vessel, that is 5 and 8. What is the importance of blood vessel? Level 6. Which blood vessel will contain high amount of glucose and amino acid after meal? Draw the diagram of blood vessels, draw the diagram of blood cells as seen in the smear of human blood. So number 1, label 1 and 2, that is superior vena cava, because it is coming from the head, and number 2, it is coming out from the heart, that is aorta. 5, it is hepatic artery, because it is entering the liver and it carries oxygenated blood. 8 one is coming from the lower part of the body and it is going into the heart, it is inferior vena cava and it carries deoxygenated blood. Number 6, it is between small intestine and liver and it removes excess of glucose, dead RBCs, microorganisms and toxic nitrogenous waste materials. The blood vessels which contain high amount of glucose and amino acid after meal is hepatic portal vein, and we have to draw the diagram showing blood cells in the blood smear. So RBC, platelets, WBC and plasma. So that is plasma. Let us move on to question number 6. Question number 6 shows the diagram and then answer the questions as follows. Label 1, 2, identify the phenomena in A, mention 2 structural difference between 1 and 2 and name the process occurring in B and C. State the importance of this process in the human beings. So A, it is a blood vessel containing blood with the blood cells. Number 1 is RBC and number 2 is WBC. Sometimes here it is not mentioned perfectly. 1 is considered to be the platelet, but here diagram shows and the answer is, according to the board examination, it is RBC. Platelets diagram is something different, so it is RBC and WBC. State the phenomena occurring in A, that is diapedesis. Structural difference between 1 and 2, that is RBC and WBC. Nucleus is absent and shape is biconcave. Here nucleus is present and shape is irregular. The phenomena between B and C is phagocytosis and exocytosis. And importance, helps in the removal of bacteria and defense mechanism. Question number 7. It is like question number 1. The diagram given alongside represents the human heart in the phase of its function. Study the diagram carefully and answer the following questions. Name the phase. Now if you see the phase, here the valve is open, here valve is open, here valve is closed, here valve is closed, here valve is open, here valve is open. Now this valve which is open, that is related to the what? For the entry of oxygenated blood, and this is the entry of deoxygenated blood from the superior and inferior vena cava, and this is from the pulmonary vein. While here pulmonary trunk is supplying blood for the purification and aorta is supplying oxygenated blood to the rest part of the body. So that means the lower two chambers are contracting, that means ventricular systole. Label 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1 is pulmonary trunk, 2 is aorta, 3 is bicuspid valve, 4th one is aortic semilunar valve, and 5th one is pulmonary semilunar valve. Question number 5. State the function part of 5. What is the function part of 5? State the function for the number. To supply deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and valves will be preventing the backflow of blood. Valves will be preventing the backflow of blood. Question number 4 is remaining. So question number 4, whatever blood flows through 2, it is answer is oxygenated blood. And question number 6, name the membrane that covers the heart. It is pericardium. So I hope you understood. It is pretty simple. You just have to remember the theory part. Okay, let us move on to the last question of the textbook. Name which part of the heart is in diastolic phase. Give the reason to support your answer. Label the parts number 1, 2. What causes the heart sound lub and dub. Name the blood vessels supplying oxygenated blood to the heart muscles, and draw the neat label diagram of cross section of artery and vein. So these questions are already repeated. Just going through it. Diastolic, the meaning of diastole means relaxing. So which part of the heart is relaxing? Ventricles. How do you know? Because valves are open and the auricles are supplying blood to the ventricles. So ventricles have to relax. So it is a auricular. The phase is auricular systole, or you can say ventricular diastole. Number 1 is pulmonary artery and number 2 is pulmonary veins. Lub and dub sound. This question is already asked in the previous questions. And question number 4, which blood vessel supplies oxygenated blood to the heart muscles? That also you know, and the diagram also you should know. So this is the end of the textbook question answers. In the next episode, I am going to put some extra questions related to this chapter. Please solve it. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment box. I hope you understood about the question and answers. If you have any doubts or any sort of questions or any sort of a new questions are there or new information is there with you, please provide it to me. We'll share it together. Thanks very much, and thanks for your patience, guys. I'll see you in the next episode with the extra questions related to this chapter.